Hey everyone, it's Ryan here with my predictions for WWE Royal Rumble 2019. It is currently 5 o'clock in the morning, but Royal Rumble takes place on Sunday night, so there will be a prediction stream on Twitch as well. So, I've come up with some interesting points I'm going to come up with in my predictions, what counts as points. So, we'll start off with the pre-show, the Cruiserweight Fatal 4-Way match. Buddy Murphy defends his Cruiserweight Championship against Hideo Itami, Akira Tozawa, and Kalisto. I would say 4 different nations, but 2 of them are Japanese, so... I believe I'm sure Hideo Itami is Japanese. So, I've gone for Buddy Murphy to retain, mainly because Hideo Itami could be a possibility, but... don't see the likeliness of a heel taking the title of a heel, and also he's only just slowly being built up as this dominant force, so it needs a bit more time. Tozawa and Kalisto are sort of there just to balance out the heel and face dynamic. So I've gone for Buddy Murphy to retain, even if it's by sneaky standards. So let's say Kalisto hits the Salida del Sol on Akira Tozawa, Buddy Murphy then throws him out and pins Tozawa or something like that. The US title match, Rusev defends the US title against Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel bad for Rusev because this is God knows how many pay-per-views now where he's on the pre-show. And Shinsuke Nakamura won last year's Royal Rumble, and now he's on the pre-show to the Rumble. Here's what happens when you have some weird build-up for a year. They seem to have started off 2018 loving the Japanese and then just spent the rest of it hating the Japanese. Because Shinsuke and Asuka were literally these dominant forces, won the Rumbles. Then WrestleMania happened, and then mediocrity for the rest of it. So I've gone for Rusev to win based on defending his wife's honor type thing. Yeah, like I said, it's a weird thing. So on Raw, they've been doing this whole, with this new era, there are no rematch clauses. You lose the title, you'll move on. 3 of the title matches for SmackDown are all rematches. This one's won, the SmackDown Women's one is won, and the WWE Championship is won. So yeah, go SmackDown for originality. So speaking of which, the main show, I've not put this in order. This is just what I've ordered them in. SmackDown Women's match, Asuka defends her title against Becky Lynch. Like I said, it's like a Becky Lynch rematch clause. She did win the triple threat to get in the match. But I've gone for Asuka to retain because I have something for Becky Lynch later on, possibly. Asuka needs to be built up again after her mediocre year of 2018. Literally since losing the streak, they've just been with her. And even with this, the whole Becky Charlotte thing, she's felt like an afterthought even with the championship on her shoulder. So she needs something. Raw Women's, I've gone for Ronda to retain against Sasha Banks. Ronda's definitely going into WrestleMania as the champion. I have my predictions as to what match it would be. Sasha will give her a really good match, I think, but I feel like Sasha and Bayley are going to be the ones at the first the first women's tag team champions at Elimination Chamber. So that's why I've gone for Ronda to retain here. The SmackDown tag titles, Shane and Miz going against the Bar for the titles. I've gone for Shane and Miz to win. It's going to be a quick build-up, so Shane and Miz will win here, probably lose Elimination Chamber, build up to a match at WrestleMania. Not really what I wanted. I wanted more Miz and Bryan at Mania, but you can dream, I guess. WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles in another rematch. I've gone for Daniel Bryan to win. Daniel Bryan is doing very well as a heel. We don't need Styles as champion again. I'm trying to make this quick because I've got 2.5 minutes left of this video before it cuts off. Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar defends against Finn Balor. It's going to be very similar to Lesnar and Styles and Lesnar and Bryan. A few hope spots, but I feel like Lesnar's going to win. Women's Rumble, so I've got a few things here. I've got winner, surprise winner, most eliminations, surprise return / NXT call-up, which I've got 3 maximum, and Iron Man. So for the women's, I've got Charlotte Flair to win. Surprise winner would be Becky Lynch. Like I said, my prediction could possibly be that she loses this match, inserts herself in the Rumble, and wins that way. Most eliminations, Nia Jax, maybe 5 or 6. She'll be the big dominant force until everyone throws her out, like last year. Surprise return / NXT call-up, I've gone for Trish Stratus. Ivory, she was in the Mae Young Classic, but not the Rumble. Now I've gone for Shayna Baszler. because Almas was the NXT champion when he got put in the Rumble, so I feel Shayna could do the same thing. And then the Iron Woman's going to be Charlotte, unless they might they might repeat the whole Ric Flair thing from 92, so she'll be number 3, go all the way. Men's Rumble, winner, Seth Rollins. I was going to go Finn, but he's been put in the title match instead. Surprise winner, Samoa Joe. I couldn't think of anyone from SmackDown who would have won until the last SmackDown where Samoa Joe was a bit of a surprise. Most eliminations, Braun Strowman. He's been cleared to compete, and I don't think we're going to get Braun unless they're at Mania. And surprise return / NXT call up, I've gone Aleister Black from NXT. I feel like he's going to lose the match and then come up. Bray Wyatt to return, and then Pete Dunne to be a surprise NXT UK call up. And then the Iron Man, I think, is going to be Drew McIntyre. I think he's going to be like number 2 and be like the last 4 or something, maybe even the last 2. But they're my predictions for you. I do hope you enjoy the Rumble. Like I said, I will be doing a Twitch stream. I know I'm going to enjoy the Rumble. It's my favourite one of all of them. WrestleMania is like 3rd. It goes Rumble, Money in the Bank, WrestleMania. Like I said, I do hope you enjoy, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. Right, bye.